Okay. I am going to be reading today. Okay. Ready, Freddy? Chapter 5. Do I hold it like this?
No, I just read it.
Okay. Chapter 5. Is it broken? No idea what's going on in this book, but the emergency room was full of people, even in the middle of the night. We had already been waiting there an hour, and my right arm was killing me. My mom was convinced that it was broken. When is it going to be our turn? Susie whined. My parents had to wake her up in the middle of the night to come to the hospital with us. Don't even start, Susie, my dad said. If anyone should be complaining, it's Freddy. My mom said, turning to me. Are you okay, baby? So she had tied a blanket under my arm and around my neck, like a sling to keep my arm from moving. It really hurts, Mom, I said, sniffling. Can you wiggle your fingers like this? My dad asked, moving all his fingers up and down. Nope, I said, wincing my pain. Boy, his fingers are so swollen, they look like little sausages, Susie said. If they weren't so swollen, I'd give you a big knuckle sandwich right now, I'd said, glaring at her. Stop it right now, you two, my dad said, gritting his teeth. Just then the nurse called my name. Freddy Thrasher? Finally, I said, sighed. Just follow me, please, she said. We followed her into an examining room where she took my blood pressure and carefully unwrapped my arm to get a better look. Dr. Carton will be here in a minute, she said as she left the room. A few minutes later, Dr. Carton came in. Well, hello there, cutie, she said. Let's take a look at that arm. Now, tell me, how did this happen? I fell out of a tree, I answered. What were you doing in a tree in the middle of the night? Don't ask, my mom answered, rolling her eyes. Well, it certainly looks broken to me, but we're going to take an x-ray to be sure. Fred and I will be back in a few minutes, she said, smiling. She put me in a wheelchair and wheeled me down to the x-ray room. She lifted me onto the bed and told me to stay real still. Then she left the room and I was alone in the dark. My stomach started to do flip-flops. I didn't know what was going to happen. I'd never had an x-ray before. All done, she said when she came back in the room a minute later. That's it? I asked. Yep, that's it. Is it broken? I asked nervously. It sure is. A nice clean break. Let's go tell your parents. Do we have to? I thought. When this was all over, I was going to get the biggest punishment of my life. She wheeled me back to the room where Susie and my parents were all anxiously waiting to hear the news. It is broken. Is it broken, doctor? My dad asked. I'm afraid so. I knew it, my mom said. We'll have to put it in a cast. I suddenly felt sick. A cast? Susie said. You are so lucky, Freddie. Casts are so cool. All your friends can sign it and you don't have to do homework for a whole month. Hey, maybe breaking my arm wouldn't be so bad. I kind of liked the part about not having to do homework. Oh, Susie, don't be ridiculous, my mom said. Breaking your arm is not so lucky. Freddie, what color would you like your cast to be? Dr. Carton asked. I thought casts were white, my dad said. Not anymore, Dr. Carton said. Now they come in designer colors. Can I have blue-gray? Blue-gray? Why blue-gray? Dr. Carton asked, puzzled. Because that's my favorite color. It's the color of the thresher sharks. You'll have to excuse him, my dad said. He's a shark freak. Oh, Dr. Carton said, smiling. Well, I don't have blue-gray, but I have a nice light blue color. How does that sound? Great, I said. By the time Dr. Carton got done setting my cast, it was almost 4 a.m. I had stayed up all night, after all. Oh, that's it. So, now what? This next chapter is chapter 6. Not so bad after all. Hold on.
I'm gonna go again.
Have a great weekend. Do I press pause or stop?